views and opinions expressed on The Big Llama Show are those of the host and guest. They do not reflect that of our sponsors, advertisers, or employers. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Shit, it's in the she ruckus. That beat, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Wagon to the million, Louis V about that. Stacking paper limitless, what you know about that? I'm getting dough, I'm getting paper. Seats in the club, hands up in the air. Wagon to the million, Louis V about that. Stacking paper limitless, what you know about that? I'm getting dough,
Welcome, everybody, to the most consistent show on the interwebs out today, The Big Llama Show. And as always, my co-host, my man 50 Grand, Blackout AD is in the building.
What's going on? How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm enjoying this channel, man. This is the sweet spot of the channel, man. Like coming to Sunday nights, man, and getting ready to go is just fun, man.
There's something consistent about it, you know?
Listen, man, I'm gonna say it, man. The greatest show on the internet today. The greatest show.
We're only getting better. We're not even a year in.
We're not even the goats yet, man. We're baby goats right now.
Baby goats.
So listen. Really excited tonight. We're gonna cover a bunch of topics. We're gonna talk about Moon Knight. Obviously, episode 4 just aired.
Yep.
We're going to talk about Thor, Love and Thunder. They just dropped a teaser trailer. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Super excited.
Right. I mean, I'm hyped for that. We're not talking Doctor Strange. I think we're going to keep that for next week. Okay. Because next week Doctor Strange comes out. Unless somebody in the chat has any, wants to talk about it, we definitely will follow wherever the chat goes. But I kind of stayed away from it because the hype will be up next week, because next week it'll be released. So we'll start ramping up for that. And then more of a topic, if we get time to do it, would be that Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. It's everywhere. We would be not doing our journalistic jobs if we didn't cover it at least for 5 minutes, right? I mean, I have actually an opinion on that, and that's what I want to talk about. It's not necessarily the facts of the case and stuff like that. I'm kind of like, I have some feelings, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. But again, if we have time, we'll get to that one. Unless the chat hits us up early. So chat, you guys run the show, chat. So if you're on there, and listen, I love the fact that on Sunday nights you guys make this part of your weekly routine. I know Chat Mom and Hercules make this an event at night. They're watching it. And I do want to shout out something we didn't mention last week. I don't know if it came out before or after the show, but she had posted that video of their small one pointing out who was who on the screen.
Oh man, we should have had that. We should have had that clip.
I should have grabbed that clip, but it was the Big Llama, and you are that guy.
Yeah, I'm the other guy.
The guy.
That's all right. He's boosting the chip on my shoulder. So when I make it and I leave Blackout, that's another storyline.
Oh my God. Oh, and it's true. I'm working that Blackout. When you leave Blackout storyline, I'm pushing it hard.
You're gonna replace me with Gabe?
Oh no. If oh God, we talked about that. No way at all. Hercules, call me.
That's
the running joke, man. Actually, Birdie. I think Birdie would be a good co-host.
He would be.
He would be good, man. But I think I'd be laughing the entire time. It'd be like one of my reactions. For the first time tonight. Okay, so if you follow the show, you know that we stream live on Facebook. YouTube's our main channel. That's where we are. And we also are on Twitch. Yep. Tonight, we switched it up. I'm no longer hosting on Twitch. It is Blackout's channel. So Blackout AD, if you're watching this on Twitch, you're on Blackout AD's channel. Give him a subscribe, give him a follow, do all that good stuff, man. Buy some subs, do the whole thing, man. Support this guy for sure. So this is the first time we're doing it. So I'm, and I just checked it. It's there. I'm sure you just checked it.
Yeah, I checked it, and the title's up and everything. I got to say thank you because it's kind of it was an honor, like you even because I brought it up like before, but I never like talked about it again, and then you brought it up. You like asked for the stuff, so I was like, yeah, man, that means that's good because I think for streaming, especially just like in terms of growing, you have to be consistent with streaming, and like as today proves on my stream and like how well that went, I feel like I see the growth in the consistency of streaming. You know what I mean? So like, I think it will help us, man. I think it'll benefit, and it makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I'm actually bringing something to your platform.
No, for sure. And the good thing is we look at our growth opportunities. I am nowhere near as active on Twitch, and so just having a Twitch account was just another means to get some eyes on here. But if we could enhance your channel, that's the goal. Is to bring eyes to your channel, get your subs up, get your followers up. That way your channel is successful. And again, my success comes in YouTube. So, we're trying to cross-platform things. So I'm very excited that it's working. I'm excited, and we're going to do this from now on moving forward. So if you're watching on Twitch and you like the show, tune in every Sunday night on the Blackout AD channel on Twitch. Also, if you'd like to follow us after the show, podcasts are available. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever podcasts are sold. And they are free. As we do, let's check in with the chat. So there was a Big Homie had an earlier post, and I don't know where it went. So I apologize, Big Homie, but I do acknowledge you were the first one there.
Every week.
The other James, right? Just about that time.
Yeah, Unc, what up, baby?
Now, what's cool now is that, and I apologize. So we're getting comments from your stream because you were streaming the pre-llama show earlier. So I'm not sure what this was about.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't really think about that because the chat was active today. But yeah, we were talking some stuff over there, just hip hop stuff. So. No,
that's for sure. No, that's fine. That's fine. Now, as we advertise always on the Blackout AD channel, if you hit the exclamation Big Llama,
Big Llama in the chat,
every Sunday 10 p.m. Eastern shows up there. That's to remind folks. Roman 2 Raw is here. He's letting us know. Yes, Big Homie, Big Homie's hitting us up. We got some Blackout shout outs from Gabe.
Yep.
Let's see here. Big Homie's talking about the best part of Moon Knight episode 4 was. Tarret's ear wiggle. Yes, there's ear wiggles that we'll talk about tonight. We throw some ADs up in the chat. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, guys, throw those ADs up in the chat. Let AD know you're on.
Listen, we're gonna work something out with the Big Llama emo over there.
Yeah, if you're on your phone, you could do this this emoji here, the llama emoji. Thank you, Jane Chatmon.
Yep.
All right, AD was getting hyped during the intro. I saw that.
Had to, yeah. I was getting super hyped. Llama, let's go.
We were chanting. Best show on YouTube ever. Hey, I'll take that title.
Thank you, brother.
I'm not falling for that one.
Yeah.
That was actually a funny clip, man.
Yeah, it was.
Me and my brimless hats.
All right. Stream Elements.
Yeah, no. Welcome, Stream Elements. Hercules says every Sunday, household staple, Big Llama and AD, best duo out there. I am happy to see that because it becomes part of your normal routine. You end the week with us. That's great. Or start the week depending on when your week starts.
Yeah, depending on how you look on, glass half empty type of people.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Casey is television worthy. Yes. Again, thank you for recognizing me, the Big Llama, and not the other guy.
Whatever, dude.
The start of the
whatever.
This will be on the documentary. It was that one comment that started it all.
What let it up? Oh, Compbot in the chat. We back. What's up, Comp? Yo, shout out Compbot. I've been streaming late nights, early, depending on my work schedule, and this whole week Compbot's been in the chat going nuts. He played with us, led us to a Fortnite victory. I spent $30 in Fortnite this week. So shout out Compbot.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen him on. So welcome to the Big Llama show with Blackout AD on Twitch.
I have to say, Compbot said, because I asked, me and Jimmy asked, how did Compbot find us? And Compbot found me through the Big Llama show.
What?
Yes.
There you go. That's how it works, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for enjoying the Blackout Entertainment division. There we go. Got ADs in the chat from Roman. Let's see. Drop them ADs in the chat. Well, yeah, that's what we need. Kyle Gordon. Yo.
What up, Kyle? My boy.
All right.
He was just on the stream earlier. What up?
Good to hear from you, Kyle. Thank you. Combot's dropping those ADs and the monochromatic, the black and silver ADs.
Yeah.
Chris Gillen's in the house watching from the J Bizzle.
Hey, Jensen Beach.
Jensen in his house.
Jensen.
J Bizzle. We got Hunter. 1852 dropping.
That's
them
Kyle.
ADs.
That's Kyle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Kyle, welcome back. We're gonna pretend you're another person.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, we got 15 viewers so far right now.
Oh, don't talk about it.
No. Exactly. When I say it, they go down right away. Patrick Gillen's up in the house. Yo, hashtag Llama Nation. This guy's another goat. This is John Gillen's brother. So we got all the Gillens up in the house tonight.
Hey.
Compot, yes, it sure did. Yeah, he found us that way. And we got more ADs in the chat. Yes, please, for sure. Throw those ADs in the chat. Let us know you're on Twitch. And we got a special appearance by Cowboys of Crypto, Llama Nation in the house.
Good day, cowboy.
Listen, man, Cowboys of Crypto was just at a crypto conference down in Miami, man.
Nice.
Hobnobbing with the big wigs with the big money over there, man. So check out his chat. Listen, if you've never done crypto currency and you're into that and you're trying to get into that, this dude has like the format of how to get started. He's a guy who just got started, and you can follow his journey on reaching 1 Bitcoin. And this dude is special, man. The guy, I mean, again, he breaks it down in simple terms. He does late night streams with these guys, and he interviews big time people, from the crypto world. So, Cowboys of Crypto, if you're interested in that, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I give him a shout out because he gives me a shout out every time I go on his channel. So I appreciate that for sure.
No, I might have to watch some of his stuff on stream. Teach Chad about some financial literacy.
Listen, man, I think one night he was giving out money and he was investing money like live on the air. He was buying, he was buying stuff live. Sick, man. I don't understand it still. But he says, he's got a little lizard brain is what he calls it. He says, I got my little lizard brain and I'm just trying to analyze it. The dude is hyper smart, man. But just again, a great follow if you're interested in that kind of stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Gabe here talking about the chat going dumb. Joe heard.
Yep, chat going crazy today.
All right, got more ADs in the chat. That's the way we like to start it. Get into the chat.
Yep.
All right. So we made an announcement this week on the poll.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's show the poll real quick. So if you go over to the Big Llama Show YouTube page, every week, free of charge, no Patreon, no nothing needed. You get to pick the movies that I react to on a weekly basis. And this week, because we have a special guest, reacting with me, I get to pick movies that I've already seen. So I've seen these movies, but my reactor isn't. And my reactor this week is going to be AD. So, so yeah, like AD, really? That's a no-brainer right there. This guy. Now,
I'm surprised it took this long.
Now, I've named this poll the "I can't believe you haven't seen this movie" poll, and I think people share the same sentiment. Though I think people are like, "What? He's never seen any of these," and so you have Jaws from 1975, the original summer blockbuster, and the reason I don't go in the water anymore.
Jane in the chat said earlier, she's like, I still get scared of being alone in the water by myself, even in pools.
I used to be terrified of pools as well. Even, I know there's no sharks in there, but still. Jane says she sold all her crypto.
Oh, she let it go.
Oh, maybe some NFTs in the future.
You might have to watch Cowboy of Crypto.
Exactly. Go check out his channel, get some money back. I contend I'm gonna try to do what he did and just invest, but I don't have the guts to do it right now, nor the money. But let's see. So we had Jaws is at 30% with 125 votes so far. Back to the Future is winning this one, the original 1985. And then Goodfellas is at 26%.
I honestly thought Goodfellas was gonna win.
You know, Back to the Future is one of those that like everybody on the YouTube like either has reacted to and like people love watching people's reaction to it. But I'm with you. I thought Goodfellas would have been the shoe in, and I was a little worried because Goodfellas is 2.5 hours. I'm like, oh god, it's a long recording session. But it's there, and you know we may do that in the future. So we may keep these choices for the next review.
Sounds good.
Let's see. We got a couple of comments in here. Shout out James said talking about Big Llama, AD Blackout. There we go.
Yo, shout out, Unc.
Gabe wants to talk about that. Do you live under a rock because your movie watching choices?
He said, he was like, I can't believe you haven't seen Back to the Future. It was like I know what happens, I just never watched the movie. Like for a lot of these movies, like you know how I am. I look at the spoilers, and if it interests me, I'll watch it. And like also older movies, I kind of never tend to go back and watch them. So it's a good experience, and you know my reactions, I feel like are top tier.
Yeah, no, I think you had said you don't go beyond 2000s, right? Like you don't go back that far.
Yeah, unless something like I watch a video and it captures my attention about a certain movie. Yeah. Unless that happens, I'm not going.
All right, we got Crypto Chat up in here.
Oh, Crypto Chat.
Cowboys of Crypto say might be a good idea, Jane. Markets looking sketch. Okay, see, you dumping that crypto wasn't a bad idea, I guess. Jane says I sold it before the first plunge, but I just saw yesterday it was high again. But I'm not going to bother again. Okay, I get it. I'm with her on that one. Goodfellow is a classic. Yes, Goodfellas is a classic. I'm sure that's just autocorrect.
Yeah, I was like, that's the wrong movie, brother.
That's like an old dad saying, "Yeah, I saw that movie, Goodfellow." Goodfellow was a great movie.
Great movie, that movie, Goodfellow.
That De Niro guy, De Niro.
Honestly, that's the one I really wanted to win because I have never seen it, and I was like, that's the one I would be the most interested.
Well, guys, help out AD. If you want him to watch Goodfellas with us, go to the YouTube channel, go to the community tab or community area section, and go and vote for Goodfellas. Right now, again, 125 votes. Just we put up the poll 9 hours ago. We got a lot of response. We got people even commenting and arguing in there that Goodfellas should be picked, but it's losing to a lesser movie.
What? Yo, let us know in the chat right now what movie you guys want. We want to see it live.
Yeah, let's see. Everyone, please vote for your favorite movie in the chat. We're going to cover it right now. John Gillen is up in here saying, "Yo, what's up? Hashtag Road to 1,000."
OG John.
John, it's never been closer, man. Look at this, John.
Look at this.
A52, man.
We're at 800 last week. Last episode.
I can taste it.
Hey, yo.
All right, so let's see. We got some commenters.
We got the chat going.
I know. Cowboys of Crypto says, "Yeah, I've never seen those movies either."
Respect. Let's go.
Cowboys of Crypto.
He's too busy on his crypto grind.
You've lost some points in my book, my friend. I thought for sure we were on the same wavelength. And no, it's not.
No.
Let's see, Gabe. AD, have you watched Scarface? Now I had Scarface. I was going to put it on the poll, but that is 3 hours long. Yeah. I just can't commit to a 3-hour viewing session, but I will commit to that at some point. But have you seen it?
So, Scarface, I have seen. Funny enough, every pizza shop I've ever I'm talking about in New York, Florida, wherever I'm at, and I go to a pizza shop, for some reason Scarface is playing, and I've seen like bits and pieces, but I've never watched the whole movie. Not 3 hours. I didn't even know it was 3 hours.
Yeah, it's close to 3 hours, and I was just like, can't put that one on the poll. I can't have that one win. I can't.
That would be
let's see. Jane says, "AD, you and I are complete opposite. I don't even watching the trailers, let alone the spoilers." Yeah, so some people don't like watching trailers.
Most people are like that.
Yeah, they want to be surprised.
Yeah.
But you're opposite, AD. You want to see it all before you want to read the plot leaks and everything else.
I think about why I'm like that, but I think it's because I really do have like an infatuation with like storylines and like my mom always used to say like she thinks I would be a writer. So like for some reason I just like think like that. Like I think my life's a movie in a weird way. That's why I know Blackout's gonna blow up, you know. So I guess that's why. But I find most people are like you guys. Like they don't want to know nothing about the movie. They just want to be surprised. I want to see I have a strong imagination. So when I read or hear spoilers, I think of like the scenarios, and then when I watch it live, I'm like, oh, that's exactly how I thought, or wow, I didn't think of it this way, or I didn't interpret it that way.
No, I hear you, man. It's like I said, I don't, in this new day and age, I do like to see the preview because I want to see if it's worth my money. But yeah, I like to be surprised in movies for sure. James has a hot take.
Okay.
Didn't like Jaws. There, I said it.
Oh,
He threw down the gauntlet. He said
no Jaws.
He said, I don't like Jaws.
No Jaws, only Paws.
I mean, listen, I Jaws isn't particularly my favorite movie of all time. It's not. It's just I watched it unfortunately at like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm traumatized. I literally am terrified of the water and bodies of water in general. And it's weird. It's weird. Like I don't know why I got to watch that movie so young. I don't understand what happened there.
My only experience with Jaws is the Universal ride.
Oh, okay.
So I was terrified.
Even that ride gave me the willies, and I knew it was freaking fake. But anyway,
growing up as a Jehovah's Witness, and then you see a big shark pop out, like it's over.
I'm seeing Jehovah. Anyway, Cowboys of Crypto said, which one was the biggest movie out of the three? Okay, so out of the three, that's a great question. So if you look at the three, I'm not talking about the voting. If you're looking at purely sort of pop culture and like box office, Back to the Future is number one because Back to the Future has the trilogy. It's got the three movies.
Yeah.
It's iconic in sort of, in the way that it sort of depicts.
It's referenced till this day.
Yeah, people still collect the souvenirs. They go to the places. So that movie is just amazing. And and honestly, I think it's a film school. I hate to throw out this nerd reference, but when people in film school study screenplay writing, they study Back to the Future, the first one. And so that's high praise for any movie, but it's got the structure to the science, man. Jaws, I think, was second in box office, but it was the first summer blockbuster ever. Like, it was like the first time that a movie like purposely marketed itself for the summer, and it was what they called, like a spectacle movie. Like, you had to go see it, and it broke all kinds of box office records, and it was the very first sort of, oh my God, like, we have to go to the movies to see this movie.
Go see this, yeah.
Right, and then after that, every summer cycle, because they didn't have a winter or Christmas cycle, every summer there was a big movie. There was one huge, giant, enormous movie. I think the next year, I forgot which one, but 77 was Star Wars, and so, this started what is the modern day, blockbuster.
Nice.
So yeah, there's your movie tidbits. That's why you come to this channel.
Yep, that was beautiful.
Jane says, Gabe, you've been bringing up Scarface all day. Listen, all right. So let me just give you a solo shot here. If you guys look behind me, there's my Scarface poster, and I have another 2 or 3 in my room. It is my favorite movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Although I have realized that it doesn't hold up in terms of people's sort of like new people watching it. I've watched reactors watch it and stuff, and they don't get the nuances of it that I did because like I did what you did, right? I researched screenplay. I researched the actors. I've followed these actors, and when they appear in video games, they appear in references, I am like geeking out. So for me, it's a different experience, but I can understand that movie doesn't hold up as well as some other ones, but still one of my favorite movies of all time. So, Scarface.
Cannot get.
Gabe is voting for Jaws. He thinks he likes Jaws. Let's see. James says Goodfellas, of course.
All right.
I mean, Goodfellas is a masterpiece, dude. Like it's a modern masterpiece. Like that is how you make a movie, and it's follows every beat that you can think of, man. It's freaking amazing.
I mean, there's always high praise. I honestly don't think I've ever heard anybody say they haven't liked Goodfellas.
Well, let's see if we have any hot takes up in the chat. Let's see if everyone's starting to start some mess up here. Gabe says such a good movie for her. I guess he's defending Scarface. Cowboys of Crypto says, I've seen so many references to the movies, but never seen the film. #millennials. Oh, man. Listen, man, I'll tell you this. And the way I know that Back to the Future works for most people is that when my kids watched it many moons ago, when they watched it, obviously we had the 3 movies all in order.
Yeah.
They were freaking like holding on to like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? That type of thing. So it still holds up, I think, in today's view. Let's see. Jane says it's always on at the pizza places. Why is that?
I don't know. Italians. I don't know. I really don't know.
They might be a front. I don't know.
I'm talking about like I have vivid memories of walking into like a Brooklyn pizza shop and just like eating pizza, watching Like, why is Scarface on? Or like Big Apple in St. Lucie West. That used to always be on in there.
Listen, you know what? And I'll shut up about Scarface because I can gush all day about it. I'm probably going to do a podcast on it.
You should.
When I lived in Miami, I think it was 1985, 86, somewhere around there. And obviously, around that time, Miami Vice was being filmed there, and Scarface was obviously filmed there, or some parts of Scarface.
Yeah.
The minute I knew I was standing, because I went to South Beach and I, with my family as a youngster, the minute I knew I had walked by the set or where they filmed that there's an iconic, chainsaw scene, I was geeked out. Like I was like, oh my God, this is it right here. This is freaking amazing. So yeah, I'm one of those nerds that like if I can go to the place where they filmed it, I'm beside myself. So let's see.
I think that's probably another reason why you have such a strong connection, because you live there and you like.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. Like if I know something about a certain place, like in New York, like I mean, how many references and like my family being from New York, you would always hear things, and then like I would see like Madison Square Garden, it would like feel a little different. So I can see why.
Yeah,
that holds a little bit more.
And I did that in when I went to New York. I've been to New York twice now, and every time I go, I'm looking for those scenes, those places where, and I try to figure it out and say, oh, this is where Elf did his stupid little thing in the, and here's where I love Elf, man. That's a great movie. Don't. It's not Superstar. It's an acceptable movie.
This is true.
Jay Birdie's here. He's talking about I'm here. I'm late. Sorry.
Hey, Birdman.
He's hit us up with a bing bong.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Gabe says, I can't believe I'm related to you.
Sorry, brother.
It's all right. It's all right. Family ties. Jane, the Chattercorns are here.
Hey, Chattercorns. That's their new.
Is that their new thing? Okay.
Yeah.
It's no longer no longer the corral.
The corral.
We're gonna make llama corral shirts for sure. Let's see. Jane says I can always figure out a movie before it ends, so I like not knowing anything in an attempt to be being surprised. That's understandable. Yes, Chattercorns. There's a special connection. Let's see. Hercules says, Jaws gave me a genuine fear of deep end when I was a kid. I get it, Llama. No, I'm serious, man. It's not a joke. Like, I wish I was joking when I tell you. I jump in the pool, and if I open my eye and I see the light, I thought the light was the eye of the shark. And it was like,
one eye?
I'm just saying. It was not healthy. It was not
he said it was foolproof, dude.
Yeah, exactly. The pool, man. I'm telling you. Oh God. Back to the Future is a film major's wet dream. Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Hot takes. Hot takes tonight. Jay Birdie. Got to be Goodfellas for me. One of the greatest movies ever made. Ever.
You hear it. Birdie's stern on his opinions.
No, he's not going to waver. I agree though. Goodfellas is great. Goodfellas is the movie you can, if it's on TV, if you've seen it before, if it's on TV, you stop and watch. Your day is screwed at that point. Like you just.
I would disagree.
Well, for you, you change the channel. Let's see, Jay Birdie. I get to live the rest of my life like a schnook. Yeah, that's the final line, man. Here we go. Junior Llama.
Yes, sir.
Big Poppy Angie is saying Goodfellas is amazing. Yes, I introduced that to my children, and they love this movie.
Respect. But thank you for coming in the chat, man.
Thank you so much. Look at that.
You say they don't watch your stuff.
Exactly. They don't, but I'm glad they're on the live stream.
They don't.
I think I told Mama Llama, I'm like, I had like 13,000 views. She's like, on what? I go, on one of my videos? What was it about? I go, you didn't watch it? And that told me all I needed to know.
She said 13,000. She doesn't even know how many views the Big Llama's getting. Big Llama's hot in these streets right now.
Listen,
Mama Llama, this man is a hot, desirable commodity out here.
Minimum 1K per video. I'm on a streak, so I'm enjoying that for sure. Hercules says here, as a videographer, Goodfellas is truly a work of art. Oh no, for sure. The camera work, everything, and of course the long take. There's the one long take that is like known throughout.
Yeah, we need to vote for that because that's the one I want to see. Like Back to the Future, I know the most about. Like even Jaws, like I don't know the story about it, but like Back to the Future, I know like I feel like key details, so it's not like I would go into any of these like actually surprised because then I think that would make for the better reaction too.
No, for sure.
Either way, it's gonna be a good video.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Jane says, no, film majors touch themselves to any Quentin Tarantino movies. I went to college with these people that eat, sleep, and breathe Quentin Tarantino. I agree. I think Tarantino, I love it, and I think it's fun. But I think it's always how do I be cool? Which movie do I reference? And they're like, oh, I watched Django. I watched Pulp Fiction. I love Kill Bill. Like, come on, man. Like they're good movies.
Tokyo Drift.
Never have I ever heard it in circles in that way, but yes. Although we did pop it on the other day, and the kids were watching it, and we watched about 15 minutes of it, and they wanted to watch more. So yeah,
it's a
Tokyo
classic
Drift.
movie. I remember the day I watched it for the first time, and I had seen the other ones, and I was just like, "This is the one," and nobody believed me. They're like, "Oh no, this sucks. It was so out." And now they go back to like, you know what? Now what they did with the franchise, Tokyo Drift's not that bad. Like,
no, not at all. Like we thought they jumped the shark. You're like, oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah. They're in Japan. They got the Yakuzas.
Oh man, beautiful.
Get out of here with that, right? Now they're flying to the moon. So I'm okay with it. With it. It's more realistic. Let's see. Jay Birdie, I watch Goodfellas close to 50 times a year. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good. It's that good. Let's see. Big Poppy here says, I just finished watching the new Stranger Things episode.
Hey.
What do you mean? Okay. All right. You're watching. Thank you.
Respect. Hey, tippy cap. Tippy cap.
There we go. I figured it out. We
were watching that on stream, but Herc hasn't seen it, so I felt like it was like heavy on the spoilers.
Oh God!
I was like, yeah, let's turn this off.
No. I listen. I'm excited that I get to watch it and you guys watch my reaction because it's a damn good show, for sure. Let's see here, Jane's. Wow, 1K on all of them. Yes. Yeah, I've been on a streak. It's been with the exception of Stranger Things. That's a TV episode, but every movie reaction is at minimum 1,000 views. Every single one of them for the last like month and a half. I'm blown away, and I'm actually very surprised that the reaction I'm getting for a lot of these movies. So for sure. Let's see. Big Homie says that the long take is godlike. Yes, in Goodfellas, the long take is something to behold, man. You got to study that shit. Let's see here. Hercules, blackout watch party for Tokyo Drift.
Cool.
I think so. I think we should do that. That would be a lot of fun.
That would be gold. That and Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, for sure. Malibu's Most Wanted is on the list of things we must watch together. That and Superstar, but we got to get Cinna on here for that.
Oh man, Superstar would be hilarious. Because honestly, I don't think I've ever seen it either. Like in terms of like the whole movie. Like I think I seen bits because my mom liked it for some reason.
Your mom liked it and I liked it. I don't know.
Similar taste, similar airs, probably.
Jesus. No more age jokes, asshole.
My mom was booty shaking to Uncle Luke too.
Oh no. Oh. So yeah, those are movies we got to watch. So the poll is still there. Here we go. Jimmy's going to give you Jay Birdie's going to give you some comments, some quotes. Am I a clown? How? Am I funny here? How do I amuse you? You got to do the Joe Pesci impression when you do it for sure. That's like, oh my god, iconic. It's a scene that, again, that scene is pretty funny too because it was unscripted, which was really really good. All right, so one last final check on the poll before we move on to Moon Knight, and I'm going to refresh here. Let's see if anyone. Let's see.
126 is crazy though. 125, whatever it was, is nuts in 9 hours because I think your first one was like 170.
Yeah, no. It only another vote came through. It looks like you're going to watch Back to the Future. You still got another day till tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'm going on a 24-hour stream. Everybody comes and vote.
Yeah, vote for sure.
Sub.
So Back to the Future is winning 43% of the votes right now. Goodfellas is in third with 27%.
It's not even close. And you know what's crazy? I voted twice.
You used all your accounts?
I do that every time. And I got a bone to pick with your polls. I haven't won one yet.
Oh, okay.
Like I picked the worst thing. I was like, I don't understand. People are not looking at what I'm looking at.
For sure. The other James says here, screen oldies like Uncle Buck. Oh, yes. Uncle Buck is a classic for sure. And Jane agrees. OMG, Uncle Buck. Yes. I mean, she's saying YAS, and I'm not going to say yes.
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 You got to respect the chat. You got to respect their chat.
It's one it's one of the things I don't know. I always like inflect my voice when I say yes. Like it's always the same. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, all right. So that's the poll. We'll keep again. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you want AD to watch or what you're surprised he didn't watch. So if you want to see if you want to ask more questions about what movies he didn't watch, that's probably a more entertaining stream. Let's see here. You got to say it. Yes.
There you go.
There we go. Llamas don't know about Yas Queen. No.
You don't know Yas Queen?
No.
Supposed to. You're supposed to, dude. Come on.
I mean, I know about it. I just can't say it. Oh, my God. Eddie John Candy joints. Oh, for sure. John Candy, R.I.P., man. But that guy was hysterical, man. I've seen some movies with him. Love that stuff. Let's see. Anything but the last episode. Anything but this last episode of Moon Knight. Oh.
Wow.
Hot takes in the chat tonight. He didn't like Jaws, right? He didn't like Jaws, and he said anything but this last episode of Moon Knight.
Oh, hey, I like that he's not afraid to say his opinion, you know?
And we respect all opinions here on the Big Llama Show because the opinions are not those of the host. Oh my God! I keep rubbing my eye. I think I was cooking, just before the show, and I think I have like onion in my eye. Like, seriously, like I'm going blind here.
Hey,
And
llama crying, bro.
No.
Clip art it.
Clip it.
Why was Llama crying on this week's episode of the Big Llama Show? That appears every Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget it.
Hercules says here, hot takes. Hot takes.
Yeah, hot takes.
And James backs it up. He said, yeah, I said it.
He let it go. He shot a shot. You know what I mean?
That's
Do
right.
we agree? Probably not.
Here we go. Jane says, I also was not into the show. Oh, man. We got to talk about it because honestly, I enjoyed the show, but I got to be honest about something on it. So we're going to talk about it in a second.
We'll get to it.
And I cried watching Happy Feet.
This guy's nuts.
Oh, no. Happy Feet. I couldn't stomach the karaoke versions of the songs. I couldn't stomach in that movie. It's a good movie. Hercules says, I might be broken because the last episode has gotten a lot of heat, and I actually like the change of pace it's taken.
Hey, listen, you're not broken. They're broken, dude. Don't listen to them.
There we go. I'm just more interested to finish this season to see where it goes.
2 more episodes.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's it. They're running out of time. James says, I'm easy to please. Jane says, I hated Happy Feet. Okay, we got some Happy Feet.
Happy Feet hate in the chat.
How could you hate Happy Feet? No, I'm just kidding.
It's so stupid. He dances.
Dancing penguins with their little feet.
Happy Feet.
Let's see. I hate Happy Feet almost as much as I hate Ratatouille. Oh,
Ratatouille. Why? Because it's a rat.
well, listen. Not a hot take. I've never seen Ratatouille.
I've also
Never seen that movie.
I've seen.
And I have no desire to see it. I don't know why. I have nothing. I've heard nothing bad about it. I don't have an issue. Like I just didn't. I don't want to watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect it.
James hit us up with the what?
What?
He's mad. He's mad on there.
He cried in Happy Feet, man. Of course.
That's right. I mean, come on. That was his movie.
Yo, chat's crazy today, man.
The chat is going crazy. Look, we spent 40 minutes on the chat, man.
On the chat.
On the chat
40
by
minutes.
itself.
Oh my God.
Jay says, you're bugging me now.
You're bugging now.
Oh, you're bugging now.
You're bugging. Bugging.
James, all he wanted to do was love and dance. Message.
That's James, I feel. He just want to love and he just want to dance, baby.
He stayed ugly at the end. I'm shallow.
Oh, shit.
Shots fired. Me and my kitchen brothers won't stand for Ratatouille slander.
Ratatouille slander. We on in the kitchen right now? They heard that? Yo, everybody in the restaurant said, what?
Yeah, they said Ratatouille. What?
What?
Beat them pots and pans. Tell us what you think about Ratatouille. Ratatouille.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my God. All right, let's talk Moon Knight.
Let's go.
I got my friend EA Voss in the background here, breaking down his stuff. But Moon Knight had some stuff that that we need to talk about. Like there's just a lot of stuff going on with this show. But I'll give you my take, and then I want to hear yours because you probably have a better breakdown of this than I do. But I got to be honest, like. In getting ready for the show, I was thinking back to the episode, and I couldn't remember half the shit that happened. Like honestly, like I was like, well, all right, what's my take on it? Like what I really think about it? And I had to rewatch Eric Voss's breakdown of the episode to have it all sort of come back to me. And so again, I look at through a lens of a sort of common, easy, I don't see it like an expert. Like I'm not a comic book reader.
Yeah.
So I sort of see what Jane is saying in terms of she's not into the show. Like I'm not. It's not that I'm not into the show. Is that I'm not following it. Like it's not really sticking with me, and I feel bad for saying that, but that's my honest opinion on it. I mean, it's a good show. I enjoy it, but I don't really remember a whole lot of it.
So this is a plug. Me and Big Homie in the chat. Me and him dropped a mid-season breakdown on the Blackout.gg channel, and we had a 2-hour conversation about Moon Knight, which we only planned for an hour, and we just kept talking. But I didn't do research because I feel like I'm pretty good off the cuff with stuff. But Justin went back, watched the shows a couple times, and had like a plethora of notes, like a lot of notes. So when he was going through it, I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. And like the timeline of when things happened were kind of got me misplaced. So I understand what you're saying. Like, especially the third episode, there was so much in it. Like when we got to that part, there was a lot of things that I forgot about. And when, because like I said, he took very thorough notes that like, I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. And then, I would continue the conversation. So go check out our video on blackout.gg. But this last episode, man, the third episode was a lot. I still kind of liked it, but you saw I had a little, not heat, but I was definitely giving my gripes about last week's episode. But I think this week's episode gave me the pacing I was looking for. It threw me off, obviously, with the ending, and we'll get to the ending. But yeah, I mean, we get this right at the end, and like the whole psychiatric scene and like how that was filmed, and that's straight out the comic books. So like I was like intrigued that they actually did it. I was excited to see how they ended it because now I have more questions than like before. Like after the third episode, there wasn't many questions other than like what's gonna happen with Amit. Now I have questions of like, is Mark dying? Has Mark been dead this whole time? Because there's hints of that. There's hints of like even like a movie scene. You know what I mean? Like people like filming stuff, and it's like, is he on a move, like on a set right now, like playing a character, which would be kind of wild. So like, Honestly, the last 2 episodes can go anywhere, and it's got my intrigue.
Yeah, no, for sure. And if you look here, this is what I was thinking is what Jane is saying. There's too much crammed into it, and it's not enjoying for me. Trying to hyper focus and figure everything out, zero fun. And then James here, them not opening the third coffin pissed me off, and then enter the freaking hippo. More episodes would be better for me. 100%. Yeah. It's a pacing issue. Like again, they're limited time, but again, I think there's just so much to unpack. There's too much to going on in the brain, and like okay, so if we break down the episode, essentially, is it real? Is it not? Right? Like that's one of the questions you would have. Is it a real thing? Is it not? Is he in a dream world? Is it purgatory? Is it? Is he really passing through time? Are there variants? There's so much that it could go, and I think it's hard for a casual fan to really digest. I like the callbacks to all the people in the psych ward. Like there was a whole section of everyone you saw in the show up to this point in the psych ward, and then Mark and Steven meeting each other, which was great. I mean. So there's fun things about the show. I just, like I said, it is a lot to digest though. Let's see, we've got more people here. I'm calling a priest to perform an exorcism.
Yo.
Because Gabe said he was going to eat chicken wings with blue cheese.
Oh.
The third coffin is the other personality. Yes.
100%.
That is what everyone is saying. That's what was it? Jacob? Is that the guy's name?
Jake.
Jake. Yeah. So. That's what everybody is predicting, that's the third personality, and that's when they open it, they'll see it. Let's see, James, Moon Knight is getting views despite themselves, such as WWE. Okay. And let's see. James, Jay Birdie, Gabe needs to not dip his wings in any dressing ever again.
That's hilarious.
Oh, my God. LOL, that third coffin upset me, too, honestly, but the coffin itself looked like Layla to me. Oh, okay. I wouldn't.
So there's speculation on what her role can be going on, but I think it's definitely the third. I don't think it made me mad, because I feel like the reveal might be a little sweeter than just them opening another coffin, So I wasn't too mad at them not opening it up, especially to end the episode. Now, if they would have opened it and they ended it on the Jake thing, then I don't know. Maybe it might have been better than the hippo. Now that I think about it, the hippo, they threw references to the hippo early on in the gift shop, but other than that, it kind of came out of left field.
Yeah, and again, I didn't know what that was, and then the voice of the hippo was like, hi guys. I'm like, oh Jesus. Agreed with Jay Birdie. Let's see. The ending is what got me back interested. Okay. So there's intrigue there. There's something you want to see for next week for sure. So the cut of the episode was great in that regard, because you do want to see what's in that third coffin.
Yeah.
And that's the speculation for the week. Jay Birdie at Herc, that's not me. Well, I agree with you on the Gabe thing. Okay. We're still talking about Gabe and his chicken wings.
Yes, right.
Jay Birdie says it, but I absolutely agree. WWE gets its views due to production value. The matches are pretty much crap, but the production on WWE TV is unmatched. So they're comparing that to Moon Knight.
Listen. You mentioned WWE, wrestling, anything, and Jay Bird goes nuts.
They went off the rails. They're going off the rails, off the top turnbuckle. Herc, I forgot to put that on.
That boy.
James, if I opened the coffin and my inner voice came out of it in the flesh, I'm opening everything. For sure.
You might not want to know what's on the other side, brother.
Yeah, let's see. Jane says here, anything with mental health involved always has me wanting more info and a deep dive into character development and past. That's the psychologist in me. It messes with the rest of the plot for me. You want to know more about what this character is. Again, is it real? Is it fake? Is it in his brain? Is it his multiple personalities? What is it? And that's I get it. It gives you intrigue, but at the same time, it's just, again, kind of messy for me. But And again, there was so much happening that I just didn't remember a lot of stuff in the episode, and thankfully I watched a recap of it and got back online. But
Yeah.
up until about an hour before the show, I was like, "What the hell was the episode about?"
You got to hit people with the pompous. It's a smart people show.
Yeah, exactly. It's for intellectuals. It's for people who think and who read. It's for people who read. It's not for you, you dumb llama.
You've never seen issue 671, huh? It's right out the comic book pages.
You never read Kevin James' version of it? Come on.
Come on, man.
Oh my God. Let's see. LOL. My literal thought too, James. I'd be opening every door after that if it was my inner voice for sure. That's why I'm having a hard time moving forward. I want trauma. I want the trauma to split him. Okay. Let's see.
I told you, bro.
They're in wrestling world. AEW doesn't even have to try. The action is natural and make it easy to suspend disbelief. We're on Moon Knight, guys. We're on Moon Knight.
Told you, bro.
But the chat does dictate where we go, and so we'll read the wrestling comments. Let's see. Jay says, I did like all the crescent moon visuals in the therapist's office.
I mean, everything in the psychiatric ward and the office was straight out of the rest of the show. Like, they had every reference to everything that happened. Even him, how he fell on his face is how he hurt his face on the, like, when he went to me and Justin said it was like, that looks like Norway. So wherever he went though, when he like hurt his face, like that was like when he was tied up to the chair and the little Moon Knight figure. Like literally everything in the office referenced something in the episode, which I thought was brilliant. I mean, the show is brilliant in what it's doing. I think it's just losing people with how much is, because it's a complex character, and like we keep harping on, it needed more episodes. The six episode thing, no matter how it wraps up, because even Oscar Isaac says he doesn't know if he even wants to like reprise the character, and he hasn't signed on for more than just this. So that means to me the story has to wrap up in a satisfying way that it can live and be its own thing, but also leave it open enough to where if he does decide and the success of the show pushes Marvel and like forces their hand on making more Moon Knight content, because I do think it's going to be more popular. I mean, I paid like $15 for it on Fortnite. You know what I mean? So I could be in the Moon Knight skin, because I was like, I just released a 2-hour podcast. I need to buy this skin. Like,
and now he's dancing around the thing.
Yeah, and now I got Moon Knight wearing a Wu-Tang backpack, throwing up the Wu. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I have it on the highlights, and you see here, this is the callbacks to all the different people that have been throughout the show in the psych ward scene. So, I mean, this is brilliant. I mean, again, callbacks to the beginning of the show. If you were paying attention, you noticed all these people came back. And so, again, brilliant and smart. And then, obviously, he throws in the comic book aspect to it as well. So,
because didn't you read page 74 of issue 6?
Exactly. Did you know that? No, I didn't. Hercules says here, Fortnite has turned my good friend Jay Birdie into the default dancing 13-year-old yelling at their mom about how the pizza rolls got cold.
Yo, you need to play with this, Herc. Stop playing around.
I don't like Fortnite either, Herc. So.
Listen, the game is... I haven't had this much fun in a long time. I'm going to be honest.
Why don't you go build a castle in Minecraft?
No, but that's the beautiful thing. I'm playing the no build. There's no build it.
I couldn't stand that. I watched my kids play that. They just build like a giant tower.
I'm not building nothing. If there was building, I would not be touching the game.
1,000 feet into the sky so they could snipe a guy like 50 feet away. I mean, come on.
That's crazy.
Let's see. Gabe, nothing better to be watching the Big Llama Show, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with blue cheese dipped wings.
Disgusting. He's looking...
Exactly, he is. AD, some Fortnite dancing menaces.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Big Homie says that office was the same room from episode 2, The Magician's Man Cave. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Oh,
Smart,
you're prepping for part 2 of your discussion on Moon Knight, because you guys will be doing
the whole
season recap.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, be on the lookout for that from blackout.gg. They're going to be putting out an end of the season recap. So after the show's over, if you want to get Big Homie and Blackout AD's comments and thoughts on the show, Tune in for sure. They're gonna be putting out another one. Let's see, top tier vibes. Let's see from Gabe. James says, I'm happy that Steven finally told her about why Mark is pushing her away. Yeah. That was a good reveal. Oh, and yes, and now we find out Mark was not responsible, but was there when Layla's dad passed away, right, or got killed, right? Yep. So that's
execution. I mean, they said it execution style. I kind of like how they're like playing with like a love triangle between Layla, even though it's like it's obvious, very clear Steven has never touched a woman before this series.
Very clear.
But I like how like Layla's falling for him, and there's like, and then you see Mark getting jealous because he's pushing her away, but like he clearly is watching his wife fall in love with another man in front of him, who is this whole show is just it's a mind fuck.
There you go.
There you go.
I wanted to say it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it for somebody else to say.
Let's go.
I'm there with you, though. I'm there with you. It needed so many more episodes. It needed gradual build-up and time to appreciate all those hidden deets. Yeah, for sure. There's just so many things in the show. I mean, even the smallest thing. And again, I didn't notice this, but in watching recaps, they even said like if you watch the end credit scenes, depending on the moon, sort of. What's his name? Who's the guy who takes over? Kanju. Depending on where his status is, the moon setting at the end of the end credits show exactly where it was. It shows the crescent moon if he's at his full power. It shows half moon if he's not there. So if you go back and rewatch it and you watch those end, like the minute they show the moon, you'll see the different phases of the moon that it's at. So just brilliant writing on that. So and you got to have attention to detail for sure. Yeah. Hercules says at Big Homie, I thought it was the lost tomb of Alexander the Great. That's a very different take for me. So thank you for that. So for sure, that's another big, huge reveal, right? Alexander the Great's tomb, which was great. It was a great payoff, and you know, and he was geeking out about it. So that was fun. Let's see. Yeah. James here says, if I had to pick between the Big Llama, hashtag Big Llama, and Moon Knight, I'd be picking the llama because I feel like an ass watching Moon Knight. Okay. Moon Knight. Okay. So.
The streets love Moon. I mean, the streets love Llama. The streets hate Moon Knight.
That's right. I roll in them streets, baby. That's it. Man. If I had to pick the Big Llama show or anything else, I'm picking the huge alpaca.
Got it.
GG, Jimmy. GG, J Birdie. Oh my God. So yeah, if you guys don't get the reference, if you guys listen, trust me, you're gonna want to follow us around. Go on the streams. Whenever I show up to play with these guys, Jay Birdie finds 15 different ways to say the Big Llama other than the Big Llama. So the huge alpaca, the large alpaca, the large mammal, whatever. He finds a way to say it. So huge alpaca is kind of stuck.
He does that. He does that with like almost anybody. He's like Roman undercooked. He said the large acquaintance for the Big Homie. Like,
yeah, that's a pretty good one for the Big Homie. The large acquaintance. Okay, so. That's our recap. We won't get into too much further detail unless is there anything else you want to talk about Moon Knight or?
No. Be on the lookout for the end season where me and Big Homie and if anybody else in Blackout want to talk about Moon Knight, because that was the first time doing something like that since our Mortal Kombat discussion, and it was dope to just sit on one topic and really dissect what we've been watching. And like I said, Big Homie clearly likes his show because I haven't seen him do any of this for any of the other shows we talked about, but you took notes and like the conversation was really well. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, if you want more in-depth analysis and breakdowns, and I think you guys, they went episode to episode and they broke down different parts. Check out their show when they put it out right at the end of the season. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And I think you guys premiered this one, right? And that was fun because we were in the chat. So if you want to
I honestly, I was really tired because I had a late night stream, and so I fell asleep during the whole like watching it. But I saw the chat was going crazy, so that was awesome to see.
I'll tell people that, man.
Yo, you gotta be transparent with them, man. You gotta let them
That's
know.
true. That's very true. Let's see. We got some stuff here in the chat. If I'm stuck in a guy's head and watching my wife fall in love with him, we're gonna get caught cheating.
Yo,
That's a good take. That's a good take on that one.
Okay.
Gabe talking about the Big Llama Gang.
Yes, sir.
Not him. Pre-Llama stream went dumb today as well. Yeah, I heard you had a lot of folks in there early on.
Listen, pre-Llama stream went. Yeah, well, it's honestly my most consistently where I had the most viewers consistently throughout the whole stream. So I mean, shout out to everybody on the channel. Me and Gabe were talking about he like how me and Jay Birdie have the late nights with AD and Jay Birdie on the stream. Me and Gabe might do the pre-Llama stream together and pre-Llama with Roman 2 Raw. So be on the lookout for that.
Oh, for sure, man. That's gonna be fun.
Yep.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
GG Llama.
Hey Llama. Hey GG.
GG.
Hey, shout out Ace.
Yeah, I'm late, but hey, you're here. Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we spent the night. Yes. All right, so again, let us know what you think about Moon Knight. Let us know if you like the show. Hit us up in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe to the Big Llama Show. If you're watching this on Twitch, make sure you follow Blackout AD on Twitch. All right. Oh, look, I forgot to put on my lights back here. They've been twitching the whole night. All right. I was wondering why they were twitching behind me. Let's see. James says here, when are you and Pancho, a.k.a. Big Homie, screening? Okay, so...
So we're gonna do it after the 6th episode comes out. So I'm thinking 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then we'll do it whenever we can, and then we'll post it. But like I said, yo, it's always a pleasure making content with Big Homie. Me and him have good chemistry on these like long form conversations. So keep doing that.
No, for sure. Let's see here. You ain't shit, Unc. All right, so let's move on to our next topic. We wanted to talk about the new Thor Love and Thunder teaser trailer came out, and so I'm gonna play this a little bit in the background here. It was only about a minute and a half, and you got to sort of see what this movie is going to be, at least the look and feel. I mean, the internet went nuts. I think it had like in the first hour like 2 to 3 million views.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it was insane. The music that went along with it was great. I know a lot of reactors got copyright strikes. I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was just fun to watch. A lot of good reveals. I mean, what did you think of this one?
I've been anticipating this as much as Doctor Strange, and the fact, I mean, you see it right there. It's coming out in July, and the fact that they just released a teaser trailer. It's not even a full trailer. You know, a couple months away is kind of mind blowing. But it to me, it speaks. I think the trailer's great, and I think we didn't get enough to know. Like I kind of already, you know what I mean. Like I know the spoilers. I know what's supposed to happen. But seeing it and like seeing them release, I think it's just a good marketing plan. I feel like Marvel's getting better at that, like getting us ready for things. I mean, with No Way Home, they didn't introduce Toby or Andrew at all in any of the promos until after the movie came out, and then that got more people into. So I feel like they're finding different ways to like get us intrigued. And I mean, clearly people are waiting for this movie. I mean, the numbers went crazy, so I'm excited, man. The storyline seems dope too.
Yeah, you know, and I think one of the things I didn't like. I mean, I love this version of Thor. I know people kind of shit on the Dark World or whatever, and they went a little too serious or whatever. And then everyone loves, you know, the Ragnarok and the funny, you know, comical Thor is probably, I don't know. I prefer that than the more serious Thor.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, people were shitting on it a little bit because they're like, oh, Taika Waititi is going to make it a comedy. It's not going to be real serious. I mean, they're sitting back and saying this is going to be the craziest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And not like Multiverse of Madness crazy. They're just saying this is going to be some shit you're not going to know what hit you. Like, you're not going to expect this. Which to me, I'm excited for it. And obviously you get the reveal of Jane Foster here.
Yeah.
And I'll pause it when she gets her because I want to look at Natalie Portman's muscles. But again, this to me is fun. Like, this is fun. This is, popcorn movie for me. And I'm excited for it. It looked great. But some of the purists are like, oh, well, she's Thor. And, it's just like, shut up already about it. Like,
yeah. But I mean, in the comic book, she does become Thor. So I think people's like complaints right now is that they're calling her Mighty Thor instead of like the comic books. She's known as Lady Thor, but they changed it for like, probably being pro everybody. So I think that's probably like what they can complain about. But I mean, in the comic books now, how we don't know how she becomes Thor and like all that. So that might leave some room for them to continue to complain about the character. But what I think helps this movie too, it's coming after Doctor Strange, and we don't know what's going to happen after that movie and what the MCU is going to look like when that movie comes out. And I think that's also not only the marketing thing that I brought up earlier, but I think that's also what Marvel's like banking on, is like people like, oh, like we don't know what's going to happen. And they know, obviously they know what's going to happen with Doctor Strange, and they know how it's going to affect this version of the movie. So it's like they don't want to give too much away with like the trailer. So I can see why they dropped it this late. But like I said, Multiverse of Madness is going to have huge implications on how this movie actually goes. So like, I don't know, man. It's going to be a good one, I think.
I mean, and we may be just looking at the images of the beginning of the movie.
100%. Right? We don't even know. Because
the Multiverse of Madness is going to just... I'm telling you, after that movie, the MCU is going to look a lot different, and it's going to be this wide open thing. Who knows what's going to be in this movie? Maybe that's why they're saying it's the craziest thing you're going to see. But I think it knows its purpose. It knows that it's not a serious movie, but it's more just to further the story of Thor. And this is just a great storyline.
Yeah.
To have her take over. But again, it's Thor's journey. I mean, I did see he's the only MCU character to have 4 movies, 4 solo movies. Like, apparently they're banking on this.
Yeah, I think it had to do with what you said earlier though. Like, Thor: The Dark World, like, wasn't the greatest MCU movie or like regarded as that either. And like the first Thor was good, but I think when they went this comedic route, it really like. And even, I mean, Chris Hemsworth, I'm pretty sure said like he was kind of like done with the character after Thor: The Dark World. And then when Taika came around and like made it a little bit different and like kind of fit, because he's kind of, I mean, when you see him in other things, he's kind of like a comedic actor in a lot of ways. So I think it like rejuvenated the character, and then people reacted to him well. And even in like, and that's the thing too, like though it's some funny stuff, he's had like some of the darkest like storylines in all of Marvel. Like,
yeah,
he's lost both his parents. He lost his brother, or he thinks he lost his brother. He lost his eye at one point. Like, you know what I mean? Half the people, like the way he took. I mean, think about it, he really got depressed and fat. Like he took the end game stuff very serious, like, and very hurtful, like harmful and stuff. So like, I don't know. Like his storyline is kind of like the most deep, and especially now that like the passing of the torch with like Iron Man and Captain America.
No, for sure. No, he's had the largest arc in changing, and like he doesn't want to be the hero anymore. He doesn't want to be the king, that type of thing. We got some comments in here. Jay Birdie like to hit us up with a psych,
Mm-hmm.
He said Thor can go flock himself.
This guy.
Ain't nothing like a late night with AD and Birdie. Okay, that's he's highlighting an advertising for the late night show. That's okay. We cross pollinate here. Gabe, I'll do you like Thor did Hulk in the arena. Oh God, now here we go. Jimmy and Jay Birdie and Gabe are gonna go back and forth now.
There it goes.
James says have to bounce, still playing in the what?
In the
in the background as I work. Okay, sorry. I said that kind of disrespectfully. In the what?
In the what? Why didn't you finish your statement?
So, thank you for clarifying. Hercules, I was quite surprised to see that Zeus is in the picture to kind of help Asgard start over. Yeah,
Russell
I mean,
Crowe.
Russell Crowe's there, you know. Are you not entertained? And let's see, James, always keep the tab open.
Always keep the tab open.
Always.
We
Never-
preach that. We preach that on the Blackout AD channel. Keep your tab open.
Your drink tab and your internet tab.
Apparently, we got to close those out early when we hang out with the Blackout crew, because
Or just, you know, just have a stocked refrigerator for
for Hen Dog.
for Hen Dog to just drink.
Yo, I heard
Little Hen Dog.
he drank Little Hen Dog. That's so messed up. I heard that he drank the lesser of your beers. He's like, I didn't want to drink his good beer, so at least he had some kind of form of respect other than just walking in. Hey, I need a beer.
Well, what's funny is me and somebody, like, again, I love Hen Dog. No disrespect to Hen Dog. But he's got some fucking cojones on him, right? He's just bold. He's just like, hey man, I'm gonna go get a beer. What?
Yeah.
Sure. Like, what was I gonna say at that point? No.
You should have said no. It would have been great.
I was like,
please say no. Please say
no.
no.
I was like, all right, go. It's in the garage in the back. And then he grabbed like 6 beers, like 3, or he brought like 3 in with him. He was just drinking throughout the show. Hey man, Hen Dog, you can drink my beer anytime, buddy. Just let me know you're coming. That's all. So I can just stock up.
Stock up. That was the first time I ever felt like I had an entourage. Like this,
You did.
When he said that, I was like, I had an entourage. I was like, this is what rappers go through with their entourage right there.
I said it was the invite was for AD to come over to the house and do the show, and it turned into AD and Birdie, which we wanted Birdie, right? And then it was like, I got like 6 other guys with me. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know where I'm going to put them, but
The
sure.
whole hood is here.
And I opened my garage, and there's like 6 of you guys out there. Oh my god. Anyway, that was actually a fun night. We got to do that again.
Yeah.
All right, so the last thing we'll talk about. So again, let me know what you guys think about Thor: Love and Thunder if you're interested in that. The last thing I want to talk about, and it's not really. I just have a comment on it, I guess. I don't know if people really want to talk about it, but here we go. Gabe says,
What the haters have to say?
I need to make in real life Big Llama appearances for sure.
You need to make an online Big Llama appearance.
Yeah.
Oh.
So James said, well, where was my invite?
Oh.
I'm deferring to you. I'm going big screen to you.
Yeah, no, don't do that. We'll get you on one day, bud. I'm moving back. You already know. I'm moving back, so I'll be around.
Gabe says, F what the haters have to say. Here we go. Hercules has a good Hen Dog story. He says, Kevin would walk into my house when we were kids, unannounced, and open my fridge while having a full convo with my mom before coming into my room to play games. That sounded just like what he did here. He walked in. Hey, man, where your beers at? In the back. All right, I'm going to get a beer. All right, no problem.
How do you know you weren't like a former recovering alcoholic who didn't have? He just did it. He just asked.
And I was more than happy to oblige. Here you go, sir. There's your beer. So me and Mrs. Too Raw are going to see Doctor Strange in Love and Thunder for sure.
Let's go.
All right, that's good. Let's see, James. Send the haters to me. I'll talk to them.
He'll talk to him. He'll give him a good stern talking to.
Oh my God! All right, let's wrap up the show with this last topic. And again, I don't really have a whole lot other than just a commentary on it. And I don't know if you guys have been watching. I mean, it's all over my YouTube feed. It's the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial or whatever the hell it is. But I mean, they're both looking really shitty right now.
Yeah.
They both have some very, very personal demons, and they're dealing with some shit, but they're dealing with it in a personal and public forum. So I don't know. Hold on, we got some more. What? Moving back? OMG, oh happy day.
The way you read that was so enthused.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. No, yeah, I'm definitely moving back, my boy. soon enough, soon come August. Speaking of, we got to get some IRL Big Llama content going, but I don't. I get what you're saying about them like doing this in public, but when you're Johnny Depp, like you kind of have no choice. You know what I mean? Like you chose that life, and
Well,
no,
go ahead.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was to say, here's my take, right? Like I'm really just my issue isn't if you do something and you're a celebrity, like if you do something stupid and you get caught, or again whatever it is, that's the life you chose. I get that completely, and I have no problem with that. My problem is like something like this, right? This is something that should be private. It's a private matter between two parties, being played out on TV, and to me, it exposes the ugliness of what real life is, right? And that's my whole issue is that I don't care what the issue is between Depp and Heard. I mean, apparently one of them shit on the bed, like the other one cut the other guy's finger off. I mean, like they're some seriously screwed up people. But to me, I don't know why it's being played out on live TV. I don't know why they're broadcasting the trial. I don't know why these details are allowed to be out there. Let them have their privacy and have this trial. And it's not a murder trial. It's not he's not a criminal. It's not a criminal case. I think it's just, they're trying to find each other liable for some issue and it's to sue each other. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And to me, I've been trying to stay away from it, but it's on every feed that I have. It's on my YouTube feed. It's on my Twitter feed. It's on my Instagram. It's on everything. So I am watching parts of it forcefully, but I'm really just kind of like feeling bad for both of them.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the life he chose. I mean, he's a huge actor. You can't really stop, people talking about it. I don't think it's him and her really putting this narrative. It could be, it could be them. You never know. But I don't really think it's them putting the narrative out there and like making this public. You know what I mean? There's attention on it, and when there's attention, there's money. So people are gonna try to exploit it for what it is, and which is sad. I honestly, it's all over my stuff too. I've seen it everywhere. I mean, you see memes, all that, and I literally clicked the video to hear like part of the testimony. Like I was like, maybe I'll watch some of it, and like I didn't know we were going to talk about it. I was just curious. And then, like, literally not even a minute in, I was like, I don't care about this. Like, it's not something I need to know or want to know, to be honest. Like, he's an actor. This kind of stuff, like, should be away from the media. And I agree. But trying to do what I want to do with my life and with Blackout, I have to come to terms. And I think about this in the long term. You know what I mean? And I see these, like, kind of things that go on. And it's like, would I be okay with something like that? But if I get to a level where you can't stop it, like, you know what I mean? Is that something I would want? And maybe it would deter some people from it, So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I said you're a celebrity. That's the life you choose. Those things happen, but something like a trial like this should never be public. And you're right. I try to listen in and say, okay, they're putting it out everywhere. Let me see what they're talking about. And the more I hear it, the more it's like it's embarrassing for them. Yeah. And I don't want to hear that. Like, I listen. If you two, again, I think literally, I'm not even joking. Literally, she shit on his bed. Yeah. Like that's a detail that's coming out. She got blackout drunk and punched him or something like that. Like, and he got his finger cut and was writing shit on the wall. Like, that's embarrassing stuff that like is not public. And now it's being in the news cycle, their faces, and then it's the constant. Oh, look what Johnny Depp is laughing at this comment or laughing at this. I mean, they both need help. Now, our chat has some. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, now to play the other side of it, the devil's advocate.
Sure.
When this first kind of came out, because I mean, this has been going on for a while. I mean, he was playing Grindelwald or whatever in the Harry Potter movies, and they recast it because of this controversy. There was a lot of negative stuff on him, and only until these things started coming out did the like public perception change on like how Johnny Depp was. Like he was getting blackballed out of the industry because of it. So to play the other side, I think it's good for him kind of that it came out, because now it doesn't look like because you know what I mean. Most cases like this, the man gets blamed for 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? Especially in most domestic cases, unless the girl is blatantly, shitting on the bed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
For the most part, the public perception is he's a bad guy and he's messing with her. But now you get to see both sides. So for him, it kind of helps him. And maybe he is the reason why they put it. Now that I say that out loud, maybe that's why it is in the news, because the public perception needs to sway so he can get his jobs back and he can start acting again, and his livelihood, which he's got to pay for all this. So I don't know.
No, I mean he's coming out a little bit better in this because now he's able to clear his name, right?
Yeah.
Like a little bit,
Exactly.
But they both are looking really
stuff. Yeah, there's still stuff.
They are both looking really bad. I think he's not. I don't think it's going to have the effect that he is desiring for it, because there's some stuff coming out about him as well that, even though it's not necessarily rises to the level of abuse, but yeah, some questionable stuff that people probably he probably needs to take a little hiatus.
Yeah, I mean,
for a while.
You shed the light on anybody's relationship, you're gonna see some unfavorable things for everybody. So it's just, like you said, this shouldn't be out as much as it is. But
yeah,
I mean,
let's see what the chat has to say as we start wrapping up here. It says here, Jane says the entire thing is just stressful to me. Gabe says Johnny Depp is better than me. I would have took with Will Smith's approach. Keep your hands off me. Yeah, no, for sure. Jane says I always support victims of abuse, but something is so off with it all. No, I agree. I think that's the part. That's the part that I'm saying here. There's a big toxic women wave that's going through right now. Okay. Definitely way to the public though. Yeah, you notice I didn't touch that one. I didn't touch that opinion right there.
They're worse than Kanye and Kim.
For sure. This makes Kanye and Kim look a little bit normal. The term reactive abuse is important, but seriously, they're both seriously off. Yeah, I mean, again, these two people should not be together. They are not doing. They're not doing each other a service. Now, Amber Heard is losing more, I think, on this because she's looking a little bit worse off. Because again, she was considered to be the victim of abuse at the start of this, and now it's looking like she might have been the aggressor in a lot of different situations. Again, I don't know the details of it, so I'm not exonerating Johnny Depp. I'm not saying that he's, I'm just saying from the bits and pieces that I see what's in the news cycle, Amber Heard is looking really, really bad right now.
Not good at all.
Not good at all. No. All right. Well, anyway, we had a pretty eventful night. We're going to look into one more thing. I'm just going to refresh the poll, see where we're at, to see if there's been any changes to the poll. Let's see. Well, we had another subscriber. Another subscriber. We're at 853 now. The poll has gotten to 140 votes tonight so far. And Back to the Future is winning at 41%. It looks like you and I will be watching Back to the Future tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Listen, I'm excited as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. What I'm going to have to try to do is contain my excitement to tell you things and just let you react, because that's the whole point of a reaction. But yeah, I'm very, very excited about doing this. So again, you guys have till 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night to vote on the I can't believe you haven't seen this movie poll. And again, my guest reactor will be AD himself for the next week's video. I'm releasing Top Secret hopefully tomorrow. Top Secret is the movie that I just reacted to, the 1984 movie with Val Kilmer. It is another comedy, slapstick comedy with a lot of me laughing. But this one's more visual sight gag type stuff. So there's some things in there that you see immediately. It's not just heady jokes or whatnot. So it was tough because I had to slice it and dice it so much that there were just so many jokes that it was tough to eliminate some of them. So I always tell people in the disclaimer, like, guys, if I missed your favorite joke, like, I'm sorry. Like, there's just too many jokes in this movie. Let's see. We have some comments here. I don't know if you've never been in court with all that happening, it's hard for anyone to understand what it feels like. Social media is relentless, though. All sorts of toxic memes. Oh yeah, for sure.
This is what
Jay
happened.
Birdie.
I wasn't laughing at yours, Jane. I was laughing at. I read
Oh
this
my
one.
Birdie, Jesus, he should hit her with his scissor hands. Oh God.
You're the most stupid.
The views and the opinions expressed by the chat are not that of the hosts, our supporters, advertisers, employers. Jay Birdie, you're on your own on that one, man. All right, AD, what do you got coming up this week? And are you doing a post Llama Show stream?
So there will be a post Llama Show stream. I'm gonna take a little in between break because I've been streaming for about 7 hours. This week it's just more streaming. Tomorrow we're doing the video. Before I have to do the video, I'm gonna stream a little bit after work, so a couple hours tomorrow, and then throughout the week whenever I can. We're just gonna continue the grind. I'm at like 90 hours since I've been back from Florida, so I'm trying to make it happen, man. I'm trying to catch up to your numbers.
Thank you, and I'm trying to keep those numbers to go up. So, like I said, Top Secret will be out tomorrow for me. I'm gonna finish editing a little bit, and maybe I'll jump on the post Llama stream. And then again, we're gonna record tomorrow's reaction with myself and AD, and we'll be releasing that the following week. And I have Stranger Things episode 6 that I'll be recording on Tuesday night, and we'll be putting that out later in the week. So lots going on the channel, lots going on the show. If you want to support the show, there's 2 ways to do that. You can like and subscribe here on the Big Llama Show on YouTube. If you're watching this on the replay or listening to it on the podcast, support the podcast. You can become a follower or like it. I don't know, depending on what service you have, how that works. But if you really want to support the show, go to YouTube, the Big Llama Show, and hit that subscribe button. That's going to help me out here. Again, we're going to post polls every week, and again, we have more content coming. If you're watching this on Twitch, you're watching Blackout AD's Twitch channel, make sure you sub his channel, and make sure you also follow him on Twitch. All right, that's all I have for tonight. I am the Big Llama. He is AD. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Later.